Hello everyone, welcome back to another art time lapse. Today I am doing a piece inspired by Studio Ghibli's many anime movies. It's going to be a fan art piece. I don't know if this happens to a lot of people, but a lot of times my family and I or my friends, we have a hard time deciding on what types of food to eat. So the idea for this piece is hopefully to provide some guidance for those anime or Studio Ghibli lovers out there to help decide what to eat if you don't know maybe what flavors or like what types of cuisine to have. So my goal is to do a poster here with like all these different cuisines. Like Italian could be pizza, dumplings could be Chinese, there could be Taiwanese beef noodles, or it could be Mexican tacos. So my goal is to do all types of food art, maybe like a group of 12 or so of different types of cuisine, and for each of these cuisines I wanted to do a different anime character for one of Studio Ghibli movies, and then I was gonna put everything on a poster so that if you're ever not sure of what to eat, this poster could be something that could be like framed in the kitchen or in the living room, and we'll be like, hey, what's your favorite character? And it's like, my favorite character is Totoro, and you looked at the poster and you're like, oh, Totoro is sitting beside a burger. It's like American burger, so we're gonna have like fast food American burgers today. Or like, my favorite character is from Ponyo, and Ponyo is having beside the green curry in Thai food. So I think that's like the rough idea that I'm going with on how I want to go about doing this. I don't know how to execute really, but I really love painting foods and I love Studio Ghibli. So I thought I will try to merge some of these like core hobbies and things I like into like one massive poster, and I hope you will enjoy looking at the process of how I do this. So there are actually many different types of cuisines, and I had a hard time choosing different types of cuisine and also within like the same like type of cuisine. Let's say if I was thinking of Chinese food, there's just so many different types of Chinese food. There's dumplings, dim sum, and there's just like so many varieties from different regions. I had a hard time deciding on which one to kind of start with to symbolize that particular cuisine. I at the end decided that like I'm not going to please everybody, so I'm just going to try to do the best I can. Here I'm doing Princess Mononoke beside a pho bowl of noodles, which I was also thinking about like maybe salad, spring rolls from Vietnamese cuisine would be better representation, but at the end I just chose one that I think I would enjoy painting. Here I have this character from Spirited Away, Chihiro, with a bibimbap from Korea, and then I have No Face with Chinese dumplings. And then I think I'll probably end up writing like under each of the pieces of artwork like what kind of cuisine it is. So Vietnamese, Chinese, Mexican, French, and even if you don't intend on using this poster by means of deciding what your meal will be, I think it's like a great way to start and have a conversation or maybe just enjoy the artwork. So I'm not sure how I am gonna share or even if I would distribute this. I just really enjoy painting the process, so I thought I'll share it with you guys. Here for French food, I have a croissant with Kiki from Kiki's delivery service because she works in a bakery, and I thought that would be really good. And for myself, I'm Canadian, so I thought it would be really nice to have like poutine, and I have arietti beside this like gravy chunky cheese poutine. And then for Japanese food, I have the radish god from Spirited Away with these nigiri pieces like tamago nigiri, salmon, tuna. I was really debating about doing sushi or like udon as an option as well. Now I have some susuwatari forest spirits that I'll be crowding around this Taiwanese beef noodle soup, which I was actually contemplating about doing bubble tea because I love bubble tea, but I know bubble tea is technically not like a food group for some people, so I thought this would be more suited, something a little bit more carby based, and I love a good hot bowl of soup noodle around like wintertime especially. Now I'm just using my Sakura jelly roll archival jelly pen to kind of add some highlights and outlines for the pieces. For these Sakura jelly rolls, one thing I think I have mentioned in the past is that it does come in different widths. So if you're looking for something a little bit thicker versus thinner, make sure when you're purchasing it at your local art store or if you're picking up on Amazon, kind of pay attention for like if it's like a 0.3 or 0.5 or 10, because that will make a difference for you if you're using this for artwork. Here I have House Moving Castle with Sophie as well. They are beside a pizza for Italian food. I love pizza because there's just so much variety of pizzas that you can try. But at the same time, I was like, oh, maybe I should do some spaghetti or lasagna for Italian. But there's just like so much good Italian food. I wasn't sure what's a good way to represent it. I love eating dumplings, so it was very natural for me to want to draw dumplings for Chinese food. And then for Canadian food, like I thought of poutine, but like to be honest, I'm not really sure what true Canadian food is. I would love to hear in comments below if you need suggestions. I know there's beaver tails as well, which I feel like beaver tails are more of a dessert, which is like a pastry, like sugary pastry. I'm debating about doing something similar to this, but like a dessert version, because by the way I'm talking about it right now, I realize that I am a very dessert sugar based kind of diet. I love sweets, and I can think of all kinds of sweets I would like to draw. So what do you guys think about that? Here I have Totoro sitting beside a burger, and there's just so many different types of burger, but I thought like a burger is pretty standard for fast food and like America, so I thought I would do a burger piece. So this would be like American food. And then Mexican, I was debating about like tacos or like maybe burritos. I ended up with tacos at the end because I thought it would just be fun to draw tacos. And then I put like cat bus beside it because I feel like cat bus is such an iconic character. And then there's Ponyo, who's beside this like green Thai curry. I really love Thai food. I think there's just so much variety, and I couldn't decide. Really, I was thinking about the tom yum soup, but then I was just like, green curry is pretty good, and it'll be like a nice change. Here you can see I'm doing the Susuwatari suit sprites, and then I have Calcifer from Spirited Away, the fire character, doing beside this non like Indian food. I love like all kinds of Indian food. I don't know if it's like true authentic Indian food, but I love things like butter chicken, and like, so I thought I'll just do something like that. And I love Korean food. There's also like just so much Korean options out there that I wasn't sure, like the Korean type sushi that you would eat, kind of like a sandwich type. But I thought a bibimbap would be nice. I really love the colors and the vibrancy, and like how it's also like a rounded dish, which kind of fits nicely with like the whole idea of all these dishes being like round dishes. So you can see that even for the sushi, I've decided to put it on a dish. So I think I'm pretty close to wrapping up. Really honestly had so much fun painting this. Time just flew by when I was painting this, and that's when you know that you really enjoy painting a piece, when you kind of notice that time just escapes you. So I hope that this piece will receive a lot of love, seeing that like I really enjoyed it, and I hope other people who also enjoy foods and also enjoy trying new foods and have the problem with deciding what to eat, and people who love anime and Studio Ghibli will love this poster as well. Not sure when I may potentially execute this and have it available, but certainly at this point I'm pretty proud of it and really happy with how it turned out. It certainly did require a lot of planning in terms of deciding on the cuisine, the characters that go with it, what type of cuisine I want to represent for each of the different kind of ethnicity as well. But I think it came out okay. There's always room for improvement, but at this point I think it's a great first try. I don't know if I'll do it again. It was certainly a lot of work. I think I was only able to do this over several hours, over like every day maximum. I think it took over a week at least. But yeah, I think it just looks so cute. All the characters just really pop, and like the food really stood out on itself. So thank you so much for joining me on the Studio Ghibli inspired fan art Good Eats. What is there to eat? Well, thank you so much for joining me, and hopefully I'll see you next time in another video. Stay safe and stay creative, everyone. Bye for now.